In Project 3, you will be building an e-portfolio to demonstrate your learning in the course. And for this particular course, we're going to be using Adobe Spark as the place to build and publish your e-portfolio. So what I'm sharing right now is kind of an introduction to Spark and what your e-portfolio might look like. I just made this as an example e-portfolio. I confess I don't like making fake student examples, so it's an example of something that I might share, but you will see very quickly how what's produced here could look like what you're doing for this class. So you have some type of title page. Hopefully what you realize is that in Spark, the portfolio is very visual, so you're going to want to include pictures, which probably means that you're going to maybe include some pictures of your own work or you working or you or the course, but you might also, like this particular picture I went and found on the web, or actually Spark helped me find it, and you might do that as well. So it's going to be a very visual portfolio. The portfolio requires that you have a table of contents, and notice I did that in Spark. Spark is very linear. Basically, you just keep scrolling down, so it's kind of nice. The table of contents, you'll just kind of list what comes in which order, and then you'll probably want to use the headline font. And there are a bunch of templates. You will not be required to use this kind of cute light blue font. You'll be able to look at a lot of different things and change fonts and images and colors and all that stuff as you build. But you produce a table of contents. The most important piece of your portfolio is the reflective cover letter, and you'll probably write that in Google Drive or in another word processing, and then what you'll do is you'll copy and paste it here into Spark. That will probably be actually a long text. Here I start my reflection of this piece, whatever I'm doing. This is the quote font because I kind of quoted myself. Other text, now this is shorter. I just want to acknowledge that your reflective cover letters are probably going to be longer than this, but I just kind of wanted to show what you might do. Again, it's something scroll down, so you'll do reflective cover letter, and I ended mine with a link to something. Now here's the critical part. You're going to notice up here in the table of contents, I say artifacts, one per habit of mind. So I used habit of mind in this class. You all might use core key terms to reflect, or you might use the student learning outcomes. But my kind of suggestion or hint, at least for the first time you think of organizing this, you are not required to use this organizational structure. But what you'll see is that I have it organized for each habit of mind: curiosity, openness, engagement. I have content a picture and then content associated with it. In a later video, I'll show how I exactly did this. So that could be a way that you choose to organize your portfolio, that you have the main student learning outcomes, and then, you kind of list the outcome, you provide the evidence. In this example, so one type of evidence you might use is images. So what you're seeing in this example and in this next one is I took a screenshot of the course of, in this case, I'm the instructor, I built it. So you might take a screenshot of, say, a discussion board entry or something like that, or you might take a screenshot of you commenting on somebody else's work and put the picture in as evidence. Spark allows you to do captions for your pictures, so that's kind of a descriptive piece here attached to this piece of evidence. Spark also, obviously, you can copy and paste. So for this is kind of like functioning as a teaching portfolio for me. And so I copied and pasted in an announcement that I made, or a part of an announcement I made along with the picture that was in it. And so that's another way. So the first way is you can put it in an image or a screenshot. The second is you can actually copy. The third, and this is probably what you'll do with major projects, because you're required to use your major projects as at least 2 of your artifacts, you will probably link to them. So in this instance, if I click this link, it opens up a Google document. And so you'll probably link to those major projects, because you're not going to want to copy and paste them and dump them in here. 1, it would be a lot of text and it would keep going and going. And 2, it would lose formatting. You can't do things like hanging indents for bibliographic citations in Spark. So that's probably what you'll do. Notice, I have other sections that I haven't put evidence in here for, and part of why I did that is I'll make some more videos showing you how you might do that. And then I had a bio section down here. Again, it's a different type of thing that Spark can do with images. I'll share that later. And there's more text, and see again, the text keeps going. And then you get at the very end. So I hope this gets you excited about what you can do with Spark and what you'll get to share with the rest of your classmates and potentially the world if you're so inclined, what you learned in this class.